All right, guys, today we're going to talk about 2025 Bowman Draft, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, baseball card drop of the year. But first, before we get into it, please look at the description below. We do have an invite to my Discord server. If you want to hang out with like-minded hobbyists, you want to share your hits, you want to talk about new products, that's going to be the place to do it. Please also like and subscribe and share this with your friends. That would be very helpful. But let's get into 2025 Bowman Draft. This pre-ordered about 3 weeks ago, and now it's releasing on January 14th. For the first time in some years, we do have mega boxes this year. Those don't release until the 28th, and have kind of the typical Bowman mega build to them, which is the 2 mega packs, the 5 base packs, things like that. But let's get into it here. As always, we're going to go over to ericbcards.com where I have a blog post up discussing the new release here. So, 2025 Bowman Draft. So, this is one of the biggest of the year just because these guys can make impacts very quickly. From 2024 draft, you have people like Nick Kurtz, you've got Cam Smith, Tragus Savage. These guys can make impacts to a major league team pretty quick. Um, so, I think there's some of those guys in this draft as well. But let's take a look. So the formats here, you do have 3 different formats. You have hobby boxes and super jumbos. Now this has been just a really odd thing over the last couple of years. Topps needs to decide what they're calling their draft boxes. It used to be jumbo and super jumbo. Last year it was hobby and super. This year it's hobby and super jumbo. I don't know. Just make sure you know what kind of box you're buying, what kind of box you're buying into for a break. The hobby has 3 autos. That's the 3 auto box. The jumbo is the 5 auto box. Sorry, the super jumbo this year is the super jumbo box. But so what you'll find in a hobby box, guys, obviously 3 chrome autos. You have a sky blue parallel. This is the only place to find the variety pack, also known as the snack pack, which are very, very nice. Hard to find, but they can be found in hobbies only. Um, Inserts per box, you do have a couple of inserts. You got prize prospect inserts, axis inserts, 4 of those, 4 axis, 2 draft night inserts, and 1 Bowman in action, which are the old hangers looking things from last year. It doesn't have a part kind of protruding out of the top this year because I think they had some quality issues on those last year. But and the super jumbo box, same build as previous years. You have 5 autos and you have 5 prize prospect inserts, 5 axis inserts per box here. So that's what you can expect there. Now the mega boxes, again, these released 2 weeks later, so January 28th. Um, these are new. A couple of years ago in 22, they had hobby light boxes. This year they decided to go with megas. They actually are going with megas in just about every product. You saw megas in black and white for the first time. So they're really liking the megas. So what you'll find here is 2 exclusive Mega Chrome packs with the Mojo design. You'll also have 5 base packs of 2025 Bowman Draft. Obviously, wouldn't be surprised if you had like the lasers parallels like you had in Bowman Chrome. I expect that. I don't know if they've said anything about it yet, but that's what I expect. But let's go on and talk about the base set. There's 200 players on the base set of 2025 Bowman Draft. 125 of those are first Bowman cards, and the rest are prospects that have already had their Bowman first cards. So you can take a look at some images here. That's Kate Anderson, one of the big chases here, and Seth Hernandez. Paper parallels, there's actually 7 paper parallels here, including 1-of-1's black border, 1-of-1 printing plate. In Chrome, there's 24 parallels, so lots of parallels in the Chrome. You have reptilians, X-fractors, you have a new Bowman logo fractor. I guess they've had Bowman logo fractors before, but they are now numbered. Chrome Bowman logo fractors numbered to 35, so that's a fun one there. Printing plates and superfractors also as well, of course. But let's talk inserts here. We have a couple of new inserts: prize prospects and axis. Those are the common inserts. Bowman in action, like I said, uh, one per hobby box, and then draft nights as well. You do have 1, 2, 3, 4, like 8 parallels here from 250 to 1-of-1 on these inserts. Um, let's talk about some of the short printed stuff. So you do have image variations. You've got etched in glass again. You've got for the first time in draft, you have crystallized. I think that came out with 25 Bowman this year. So that's back here in 25 Bowman Draft. You have retrofractors. You've got Final Draft, Dream Draft Pick, which is Dan Marino. I don't know if they've officially announced it yet, but it was included in one of the Topps Ripped articles. So Dan Marino is your Dream Draft Pick. Last year, you had John Elway. Year before that, you had Tom Brady. So, continuing the quarterback trend of draft picks, you do have Dan Marino cards. That'll be for the Royals. He was drafted in the fourth round by the Royals back in the day. I forget what year, but um, so yeah, you'll have Dan Marino on the Royals checklist here. Spotlights, only supers and reds here, but you do have spotlights again. Um, College variations. I really like the college variations. Those are kind of cool. I think you have 6 or 7 people on that checklist, but gold, orange, black, red, and super there as well. Let's talk autos here. So Chrome Prospect Auto, you see Eli Willits here, one of the number one draft pick from last year. There's 102 autos on the checklist here. You have 17 parallels, all the way from refractors, which are to 499, to superfractor, of course. One of the things that they added this year also is just an amazing looking card. The Chrome Prospect Gold Ink Auto with the black and the gold accents with the gold ink. Just a really, really solid looking card. All of these are numbered to 15. So if you can put one of those, that's pretty dang awesome. We like that a lot. But let's go and talk about dual autos. So we got 14 dual autos on the checklist. You have image variation autos, retrofractor autos. The only retrofractor auto on the checklist here is Sadaharu O, old Japanese legend. So he signs here. You have prospect portrait autos. You've got Bowman in action auto. You can see the image here of Billy Carlson signing there. 15 players on that checklist. Achromatic autos, Dream Graphic autos. So Dan Marino does sign here as well. You have Prospect Auto looking like one of them crane machines from the arcade, which is kind of fun, I guess. And Bowman Draft Night autos as well. Yep, of course you have the variety pack autos, your old sunflower seed, popcorn, gumball, peanuts. All those are numbered to 5 again. And then you have a draft lottery ping pong ball autos. Only 7 players on the checklist. All of these are one of ones. So obviously tough to hit. There'll be redemptions too because they are super thick because they have ping pong balls in them. So one thing about Bowman Draft is that you kind of know who the chases are, right? You have kind of a built-in ranking system because of the draft. So I'm going to look beyond the first round and talk about 6 different players, 5 from the second round, 1 from the third round, who I consider sleepers here and could have some potential ROI in the future here. So one is Quinton Young. Quinton Young was drafted by the Twins, 54th overall in the second round. He's got some baseball in his blood as well. He's got Dimitri and Delman Young are his uncles. Um, he's 6'5". He's got a lot of power. Um, got a good arm, so big potential there. Cooper Fleming for the Rays, 53rd overall from Vanderbilt. Or he committed to Vanderbilt. Um, and good baseball IQ. You can see the write up. If you want to read these write ups, you can go to the ericbcars.com. Nick Becker for the Mariners, 57th overall. He's actually compared to Corey Seager sometimes, which is I don't know if that's fair to Nick, but he's a 6'4" shortstop. He's got good speed, good frame, things like that. So Ethan Petrie for the Nationals. Nationals are so solid in here. We've got actually another sleeper here for the Nationals later on. And they've got the number one draft pick, Eli Willett. So but anyway, uh, once he used to be projected as a top 10 pick, but he did slip because of some performance in college. But his exit velocities are some of the highest. He's at 114 exit velocity, so he definitely has the tools. He's got the bat speed and all that stuff here. Chase Shores. Chase Shores is a pitcher. He is 6'8" from LSU. He can reach up to 101 miles an hour. So powerful pitcher, Chase Shores. He had Tommy John in 24, so he missed a whole season. So that dropped him a little bit in the draft rankings. But um, solid pitcher there, Chase Shores. If he can come back good from Tommy John, he could be, as they say here, a high leverage starter. Landon Harmon is our third rounder that we'll talk about. He was drafted by the Nationals 80th overall. He is also a big guy. He's 6'5", hits 99 miles an hour. He was People were projecting him as a first round top 50 type of guy. Um, and But drafted here in 80th overall. Most of these sleepers here also got over slot money in order to sign with the teams. So let's talk about what the teams have here. As always, we look at this chart, um, and I like looking at this chart just simply from a quantity perspective. A lot of people buy into breaks, and this is a helpful chart for that. Some of your biggest teams here, in terms of quantity, you do have 15 autos with the Mariners, Cardinals, Nationals have 19. Nationals, obviously, your biggest team in this product with Eli Willits, Ethan Petrie, and Landon Harmon. So big stuff there. You have the Pirates actually have 19 autos. Um, Even the Athletics have some big names here. They only have 8 autos, but they have some big names. Um, what else stands out here? We got the Padres. Padres only have 3 base cards and 3 autos. That's it for the Padres. Not much there. You have the Marlins. Marlins don't have their first rounder in there. They got skipped. The Rockies don't have their first rounder. Ethan Holiday. That's a big miss from this product. He'll be in Bowman. So yeah, this is what it looks like, guys. If you found this helpful, leave a comment below, subscribe, share it, whatever you want to do, guys. Join the Discord and then from the description below. Have a good day.